This is my neighbor, Daniel Powers. Pretty sure you had him for class, so he's pretty excited about this.
Hi.
And he had a job at NASA. He had an internship there, so he's just going to tell you all about it.
Okay, the first question is, why did you choose this career path?
Well, my career path is mechanical engineering, and I'm graduating in a few weeks, which is exciting. And I chose engineering because I was better at math than I was at English, and I enjoyed it a lot more. And so I went to, and I was better at it. So I did all that, and then got to college, and then so it kind of narrowed it down to engineering or maybe physics. And then I went through an intro to engineering course, and then from that decided, yeah, engineering's what I want, and then mechanical engineering is specifically what I want, because it's more machines and stuff, whereas civil engineering is roads and electricals, electricity, all that stuff. Mechanical engineering and machines is more of what I was interested in, so that is why I chose mechanical engineering.
Okay, our next question is, what mathematics did you use in the preparation for this job?
Well, all of them. starting with elementary school.
Yeah, so
there's lots of addition and multiplication. So if you were really good at that in third grade, multiplication tables, quizzes, that comes in handy. And then of course everything kind of piled on, especially with an engineering career. You'll use all the math you learn at least a few times, and even if you don't use it, having the knowledge of it is definitely more helpful than not having the knowledge for it. But yeah, I used a lot of trig actually for finding forces, different directions on some sort of body, which maybe this is a question coming up. And so I use a lot of trig and a lot of calculus. Pretty much all of the major courses in engineering that I've taken are all calculus based, and so you don't necessarily directly use calculus all the time. You do sometimes, but even when you don't use it directly, you use it to be able to know how you get from point A to point B. Even if that route is already given to you, you can at least understand how you get from here to there. So a lot of calculus.
Okay, so our next question is, how do you use math in your job now?
That's was what I was saying about
same thing, yeah.
Forces. Do you use math or trig?
Mostly, I guess, probably.
I'd probably narrow it to trig.
Okay. Yeah, trig I use, you do a lot of free body diagrams, if anybody knows what that is. It's where you just model the forces acting on a body. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Alright.
We're going to figure out problems.
You just basically say, whatever object that has forces on it is just a point, and then you draw arrows for representing the forces. And the overall force, you would combine all those forces to find the one force that's going to make it move whatever direction. And so you would use trig to I guess resolve all those forces into one force. So if there's a force going this way that's really strong, this not as powerful force this way, and a kind of powerful force this way, then overall it's going to kind of go at this angle. And you would use all the angles. There's formulas to find the average force and the average angle that it's going to go at. So use that. That's like fundamental for an engineering major, and even a lot of business majors use a lot of calculus. I don't know so much about trig, but yeah, that's how I use it in pretty much any